The auto filter feature is the one that we saw when we converted a range into a table, how it had those little drop down arrows next to each column label. Well, if you don't want to convert your data range into a table to get those drop down arrows, then just click anywhere within the database. So Excel knows that you want to apply that feature to this database and come up here on the Home tab to the Editing group, click on Sort and Filter, and click on Filter, and you get the drop down arrows, just as if this was converted into a table. And then the benefits behind that, no pun intended, let's click on the benefits drop down arrow. You get the sorting. You also get the filter saying, okay, I don't want to see all the records that have the benefits. That includes dental, dental, medical, medical, and blanks. Let's just see those that have medical. Check it, click okie dokie, and it filters them out. Now, just like in the table training video, when you filter for records, it'll show you that there's a funnel next to that little drop down arrow or triangle. So if you're looking at this going, I guess that's all the records that we have, well, you want to make sure that you look up here, and if you see a funnel next to any downward triangle or arrow, then you know you've got more records and it's filtering those records by that field. And you can see over here actually on the row headers that you're missing records from, let's see, between 8 and 11. So it filtered those out because it didn't meet the criteria that I set here for the medical benefits and between 11 and 21 and so on. So to go ahead and to go back to where we were, click on the funnel drop down arrow and say you want to see all, click okie dokie, and there we go. We have all the records back. Now for some more custom filtering, you can click on, let's say for the rate drop down arrow, when it comes to dealing with numbers, and let's say that it's got to be less than $50 an hour for the rate. And when I click OK, of course it'll filter for only those records that are less than $50 an hour. But what I can do is I can also add another test saying that it has to meet in addition to being less than $50 an hour. Let's say it's got to be greater than $25 an hour. That's what the AND does. As you recall in the AND or function training videos, AND has to meet as many conditions as you set, and in this window you only get 2 conditions to choose from. So it has to be less than 50 and then greater than 25, or means it can meet either or. It can meet less than 50 or greater than 25, in which case it doesn't make sense to do it with what I have selected here because less than 50 includes 25 and greater than 25 includes that above 50. So less than 50 includes 25 and below, and then greater than 25 includes 50 and above, so that doesn't make sense, but you get the point here. So let's go ahead and click okie dokie. So everything less than 50, yes. Greater than 25, yes. And you can also do additional filters. So in addition to that one, we can do it for hours and click on the drop down arrow and say, okay, numbers filter, let's say it's got to be less than, let's just do less than 40. Click okie dokie. Well, that narrows it down. And then for the benefits, let's say they have to have, uncheck this, just medical, click okie dokie because, hey, maybe we're trying to find out those who don't earn that much, where they're between $50 and $25 an hour, and they're not working full time, they're working less than that, they're getting medical benefits, and see if we can help them out just a bit, maybe give them a pay raise. And these are the ones that I'm looking at. So you can see I've got a filter for this field, and that field. So to go ahead and restore all this, you could go back and click on the drop down arrow and change it and get rid of the filters, or if you got a lot of filters going on, that could be quite time consuming. Then if you just came up here on the Home tab to the Editing group, click on the Sort and Filter drop down arrow and say clear, and it clears all of them. And then to go ahead and turn this feature off, well, you just need to go back where we turned it on the Home tab to the Editing group, click on the drop down arrow and deselect Filter, and we're back to where we started. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month, you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.